and bright stars through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we once were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets made clear the bumpers near gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of
Well, no storm came through, even though they'd evacuated the lower bowl, but it definitely cooled things off, because right now it's 81. It was up in the upper 90s for the last couple of days in Philadelphia. So about 9 degrees came off the thermometer when that storm was about ready to roll through, but it's still pretty humid. Guys will be cramping up tonight. Little doubt about that. And Nick Foles ready to lead his team, and here comes Carson Wentz and Civvies. Still not cleared for contact yet. They say it's soon. Their next game is in 10 days. And here come the captains. John Hussey is the referee tonight. And we'll cover the coin toss for you. Ryan, no doubt, wishing Wentz the best. Fletcher Cox, one of the great defensive players in the league, and Hussey now for the coin toss.
Gentlemen, welcome to the 2018 season opener. We have a coin, heads and tails. Heads tells Atlanta, you're the visiting team. What is your call? Tails is the call. Tails is the call. It is heads. You won the... Philadelphia has won the toss and elected to defer.
Couple of honorary captains, Brent Selleck and Donnie Jones, both retiring after they got their Super Bowl rings, or at least at the end of that game. There's Selleck right there. Sending a nice thank you to the fans. Donnie Jones, the longtime punter. His career is done. And we go to Michelle.
Well, I just spoke to Falcons head coach Dan Quinn, and he told me something interesting about this rain delay. He said many times when they're practicing down in Atlanta, there will be a lightning storm, and they will have to run this same drill. Get out of the lightning, go into the locker room, sort of stay warm and get themselves ready to come back out. He said tonight when they found out the timings and they knew when it was about 10 minutes to go, his team let out a roar and they were ready to go, Al.
Well, Jake Elliott will kick off. Big star last year during the regular season and in postseason. Calvin Ridley to run it back. Game on, and the NFL's 99th season is on. As we start with a ball that may have gone out of bounds, but fortunately it's a touchback, very close to going out at the 1-yard line. Had that been the case, the ball would have come out to the 40. Here come the Falcons. Let's take a look at their offense.
Matt Ryan, Boston College.
Devontae Freeman, Florida State. Julio Jones, Alabama.
Mohamed Sanu, Rutgers.
Calvin Ridley, Bama.
Austin Hooper, Stanford.
Jake Matthews, Texas A&M.
Andy Levitri, Oregon State. Alex Mack, Cal. Fran Fusco, Slippery Rock.
Ryan Schrader, Valdosta State.
Fusco coming over from the 49ers is the new guy on the block. That line is one of the best in the league. Come up with a fullback to start things from the 25-yard line, and you've got a whistle before the play. All kinds of action going on there. And so we start the season with a penalty.
There was a definite flinch. I think it was Logan Paulson.
The ball was snapped. False start. Penalty. First down. With a clock operator, 3-second game clock to 15 minutes, please.
And that is how Logan Paulson's career begins as a Falcon. Matt Ryan, last year, 4,095 yards. The year before, of course, he won the MVP award. So the numbers are way down. The rating is still pretty good at 91.
That was a nice piece of officiating by John Hussey. Nobody was blowing that play dead, and he finally stepped in and corrected it.
First and 15. And Ryan with a straight drop into the outside, caught by Jones. And that's a gain of 10 after the 30-yard line. Second and 5. He's run out there by Malcolm Jenkins.
Well, one thing you know that they're going to give Julio Jones plenty of room. A zone defense. Jalen Mills well off of him here is going to come back. And Malcolm Jenkins tried to make a little contact with the slot, just simply couldn't get to the outside. So now, much more reasonable situation for Matt Ryan.
Second and 5 from the 30. So they've had a fullback in on the first plays tonight. A little end around here. They give it to Jones. Can he get around the corner? He does. Has a first down and a few yards more. And Atlanta able to move the sticks on the opening drive.
Boy, how about that stiff arm right there by Julio Jones? Nobody has arms as long as this guy. Rodney McLeod's going to come up and right in the face. He didn't even get any within a foot of Julio Jones. This is a guy that you have to find a way to get him the ball. Steve Sarkisian already started him out with a pass. Now reverse, you can see it. The focus, getting the ball to Julio Jones.
Especially in the red zone. From the 41-yard line, here's Freeman. And Devontae Freeman takes off into Eagle territory. Big gain here all the way to the 39-yard line. So a good start for the Falcons offense.
What a play here by Ryan Schrader, the right tackle. And then get back up the field on Fletcher Cox. Tremendous play by an offensive lineman.
Whole line pulling. That's a gain of 20 yards. First down to the 39-yard line. Quick pass, and it is dislodged at the 35-yard line, intended for Ridley, incomplete. Let's take a look at the Philadelphia defense.
Brandon Graham, Michigan.
Fletcher Cox, Yazoo City High School.
Hopping up,
Derek Barnett, Tennessee. Jordan Hicks, Texas.
Nathan Gary, Black Shirt. Jalen Mills, LSU.
Malcolm Jenkins, The Ohio State University.
Rodney McLeod, the University of Virginia. Sidney Jones, Washington.
Ronald Garvey, Florida State.
One guy not here tonight, one-game suspension, violating the conduct policy, Nigel Bradham. And that could be a big factor before this night is done. Second down and 10. And a quick throw to the left side is incomplete. Intended for Freeman. Sidney Jones covering on the play. And for Atlanta, it's a third down and 10 as you look at Jim Schwartz. His defense fourth in the league last year. And number 1 against the run.
How about that? A little RPO back at the Philadelphia Eagles. One blocking this way, pass blocking over here, and swing it out. Had seen so much of it a season ago, they decided to try it.
Have the green zone in to show you exactly where they have to go. Up to the yellow line, third down and 10 from the 39-yard line. Play clock is at 1. Ryan slipping to his left, throws outfield, and that's Jones getting open to set up a first down and goal to the 5-yard line. So a great beginning to the season for one of the premier wideouts in the NFL.
Had a blitz on, they're going to loop all the way around here, but this offensive line got it done. This front is tremendous. Had a little game going that time. Tried to bring Derek Barnett and his speed all the way around. Chris Long got chipped on the outside, and Julio made the play. Julio Jones is getting it done, but now can they finish it off? Can they get it in the end zone? Now we'll keep our eye on what they do.
33-yard gain for Jones. Ryan's going to hand the ball straight through the middle. Goes Freeman all the way down to the 1-yard line. Last year, And Atlanta was able to move the ball up and down the field. But once they got to the red zone, all kinds of difficulties. And Chris talked about Sarkisian, who called the plays last year from upstairs. This year he moves back downstairs. And let's see what he dials up here on a 2nd and goal.
Well, the easiest thing to do is run the football. If you can run it in, the rest of that zone defense and everything they've been seeing gets much easier.
Freeman. And he's going to get stuffed. Fletcher Cox, tough to run by him at the 1-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and goal. Atlanta using a fullback. Ricky Ortiz, first-year guy out of Oregon State, has been in on several plays on this drive.
This guy is a beast. Fletcher Cox, out you called it. Comes all the way around. Looks like he's out of the play. Athletic enough to make that play. And a huge one coming up right now.
3rd down and goal. Atlanta goes with 3 tight ends. And the fullback. Freeman is the back. And they split Sommer out to the right side. Cooper, the tight end, to the left side. And Ryan fires and incomplete. Intended for Freeman. So Atlanta, this is where they left off last year. Come into Philadelphia, and they have a 4th and goal at the 1-yard line. Looks like Quinn's going to keep him out there.
He wants the Super Bowl too. Philly special. Sometimes you throw the pass in that situation, knowing you're going to come back on 4th down. Julio is not in the game right now. You got Ortiz, you got Freeman. On 4th down and goal.
La mejor defensiva sin obviamente va a ser la de Filadelfia y la cerraron perfectamente. 0-0, primer cuarto, después de un partido muy tortuoso.
Watch your back, Cole. What do you guys want to listen to?
Oh, hip-hop.
Reggaeton.
EDM.
What about bubble trance?
Bubble what?
Bubble trance. It's a thing.
Oh.
My point is, everyone's got different tastes. That's why Verizon lets you mix and match your family unlimited plans, so everyone gets the plan they want without paying for things they don't. And right now, the whole family can get 6 months of free Apple Music on Verizon.
Oh.
So let's play that reggaeton. Old school reggaeton, not the new stuff.
Get 45 million songs with 6 months free Apple Music on us, only on Verizon. Switch now and get a free Samsung Galaxy J3V.
Ain't just gonna break you, dog. I'll break your heart. Class is dismissed. Take this dish in the park.
Oh, give it up for my man Grizzle.
You're gonna break in my heart. I could.
Whoa, stop right there.
What?
Eat a Snicker. You always lose your edge when you're hungry.
Better.
Yo, I said, give me the track.
You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers.
You typing in the coordinates?
No, I'm paying my brother back before we get going. He scored me a Billy Big Mouth pass.
The singing raw fish.
For the man cave.
I love those things.
Take me to the river.
Drop me in the water.
Secure mobile banking from Navy Federal Credit Union. Our members are the mission.
This kickoff special being brought to you by Toyota. Let's go places. By Verizon. Now go mix and match family unlimited plans. By Pizza Hut, official pizza sponsor of the NFL. And by Marvel's Spider-Man. Only on PlayStation 4. Watch the new trailer tonight. Well, you go back to February. There was Jason Kelsey in his Mummers Parade outfit. City of Philadelphia celebrating the Eagles' first Super Bowl championship. There's the man who made the tackle, Bruce Hill. Philly's first offensive play from the 2-yard line after the goal line stand. And this is Darren Sproles coming back after he was hurt early last year. So you can go back to the future, Chris. This is the way it ended last year for Atlanta on on 4th down, and here's the way the first drive ends for him.
Watch Grugier Hill come off the edge here. Take on one block, come off a second block, still maintain that edge. That is how the Atlanta Falcons were able to move the ball in the playoff game a season ago, because they could not stop them from getting outside. That time Grugier Hill with a great play.
Jay Ajayi comes in as the running back. They picked him up mid-year last year in a deal with the Dolphins. As Foles throws it to the outside, and that is caught by Nelson Aguilar. Taken out by Alford, and it will be 3rd down and 5. In the Super Bowl, fabulous numbers. 373, 3 touchdowns, 1 pick, and of course the Philly special when he was on the receiving end.
And the best story he told about the Philly special was he had to try and not smile going back to the huddle. He didn't want to tip off the Patriots as to what was going on, so he kept a straight face and made a legendary play.
And there's Wentz, who's been practicing. He's not cleared for contact yet. Eagles don't have to play until a week from Sunday, so 10 more days before maybe Wentz comes back. We don't know. 3rd down and 4. Foles in the pocket throws, and that's busted up at the 11-yard line. So it's a 3 and out intended for Sproles. Ricardo Allen is there to break it up. 3 and out.
This is one of the toughest guys in all the National Football League right there to try and cover. Darren Sproles comes out. He has a 2-way go. Nicely played, just perfectly done. And now you say, okay, you go for it on 4th down there. What do you get? You're going to get a punt. Should have it somewhere around midfield.
The new Philadelphia punter is Cameron Johnston. Since Donnie Jones, you saw him as the honorary captain, retired. Justin Hardy back to collect it for Atlanta from the 36. A flag is thrown, and Hardy well covered. 41-yard line.
Grugier Hill again.
Grugier Hill made a great stop on the goal line stand, plays special teams, and he's also the backup kicker.
Yeah, we saw that in Dallas. You have to immediately make an attempt to come back into the playing field, and did not look like that was the case there for Gibson.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, kicking team number 18. He went out of bounds and didn't return immediately. That 15-yard penalty will be enforced from the succeeding spot. Atlanta's ball. Timeout.
6 minutes into the opener. 0-0.
Lines can separate us. The line of scrimmage separates this team from that team. Goal lines separate victory from defeat. Yard lines separate how far we've come from how far we have to go. But if we look beyond the lines, all that's left is common ground. We're more than just pizza. We're the huddle that happens when the lines disappear.
I can't believe it. That everything sticks to Stephon Diggs' hands? No, I can't believe how easy it was to save hundreds of dollars on the car insurance with Geico. Cool, huh?
Yeah.
He plays football, huh?
Yeah.
Believe it, Geico could save you 15% or more in car insurance.
Do you do this often to get people?
You're my first one, actually. The individual could be a high-level target.
I can't go to Yemen. I'm an analyst.
Get on the plane.
I'm only human after all.
There's something different about his agenda.
Paris was only the beginning.
I do what I can, don't put the blame on me.
Hey! Chuck Norris? Can you sign my Tacoma?
I'll be glad to.
From the fist of a legend rises a new action star. A hero who's there to save the day and the night. So fearless, so rugged, he's tough as Chuck.
You replaced me with a truck?
Toyota, let's go places.
Now
After the plane left, where'd you land?
We never landed anywhere until we landed right here.
Instruments never detected a thing.
What exactly is the problem?
You've all been missing for 5.5 years.
Manifest premiered September 24th on NBC.
Tonight's aerial coverage is being brought to you by Geico. As you look at downtown Philadelphia, city of champions now. The Eagles won the NFL title back in 1960 in the pre-Super Bowl era. Play fake, ton of time for Ryan. Fires, reaching out for it, intended for Mohamed Sanu, and incomplete. Here's a familiar face, Michael Bennett. Longtime Seattle Seahawk, came over in a trade during the offseason along that defensive front. They also got Haloti Ngata, who's in his 13th year in the league. And on a night like tonight, it's so warm and humid, you're going to see a lot of guys coming in and out along that defensive front.
Word is Michael Bennett's none too happy with being a backup. 8.5 sacks. He brings over 3 straight Pro Bowls, you can understand.
Second down and 10. And this is Tevin Coleman, but a nice day in the divisional playoff game last January. They have thunder and lightning with Freeman and Coleman.
Yeah, don't say that after the way we started here, huh?
Right.
But Tevin Coleman, you're right. He ran for 79 yards on just 10 carries in that playoff game a season ago. Freeman, 10 carries also, but only 7 yards. And the diversity that he brings, the ability to flank out and play wide out, I was a little surprised he wasn't in on the goal line running that route.
Best in the NFL in converting on third down last year, but they bogged down in the red zone. 3rd and 5. Ryan has to get flushed out. Ryan trying to run for the first down and slides to a stop at the 33 and moves the chains. First down.
Sometimes the fastest way is a straight line, right? There goes Bennett right there. Is just going to go right into Andy Levitre and just flush Ryan out of the pocket. But good job here. Obviously, the biggest part of that was that first down, and now very much in field goal range.
Tevin Coleman lining up deep in the backfield. We saw Freeman on the first series, and then he got stuck at the end as they couldn't get it in. Outside. Can he get around the corner? Nope. He was taken out of bounds near the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, one of the things that you have to do against this Falcons offense, your cornerbacks have to make tackles. They are going to try and block everybody else and just leave the cornerback on their own. That time Ronald Darby came up for Jim Schwartz and made the play.
Loss of 3. Thanks to Darby, 2nd down and 13. Jones in the slot. It's Ridley in motion. To the backside they go, dangerous, but they get away with it. Coleman for a first down and thrust out at the 10-yard line. Slow developing play. Come the backside, looked dangerous at first, and it turns out to be a 26-yard gain.
Well, it was such a good block right out here that basically Jake Matthews took the guy almost into the screen, and he had to throw a little lob, Matt Ryan did, over the top, but then once he got out there, nothing but green grass. Now Julio Jones in when they're at the 10-yard line instead of out. I'm sure he was just gassed after touching the ball 3 times on that first drive. He did not play in the exhibition season.
Second, 1st and goal. Ryan to his left, throws low, and at the 6-yard line, that is hauled in by Austin Hooper, the tight end, for a gain of 4. It'll be 2nd down and goal for the Falcons. They've already gained 116 yards to Philadelphia's 6 at this point.
But the story is, can they score? Let's see if he caught the ball or not. Not a chance. I'm trying to tell you whether it's a catch or not.
So if there's a challenge, since they grabbed Doug Peterson saying, you know what, take a look at it. So an early challenge. So if he doesn't challenge, it's 2nd and goal from the 6. If he wins the challenge, we're back to 2nd and goal from the 10.
Now, look, did it come out late, but
Philadelphia's challenging the ruling on the field of a completed catch. Timeout.
at it, and we'll come back.
Best tailgate.
Brisket.
No, real football y pollo asado.
Hoops and wings. Dude, subs.
Hot dogs.
Chili dog.
No, Dodger dog.
It's gotta be crawfish.
Now you talk. Burgers.
7-layer dip. Ribs. No contest.
Hummus.
What?
You need a hot grill.
And ice cold Coke.
Of course.
Football and Coke. Come on.
It's got to be Coke.
Gang day.
Race day.
Calls for Coke. You know it.
Grab yourself a Coke.
It's tailgating 101.
One moment to trust.
To say those words like you hate me down. Don't be afraid of these thunderclouds.
Available at T-Mobile.
Final play, under pressure, four ways to win! Oh, he's got it!
I'm Sammy Wynn. And I'm Sean Morway. As multi-sport megastars, we win a lot on the field.
And we want to help you win off the field.
Which is why we're teaming up with FanDuel. FanDuel's new Guru tool guides you through the lineup building process so you can be confident in your picks. Ma'am?
There's more ways to win on FanDuel. Get a $20 bonus with your first deposit.
Everyone knows that the Smallfoot isn't real.
Yetis don't exist.
Or do they? Friends, right? They're monsters.
No, they think we're monsters.
I think he wants me to go with him. Behold, the Smallfoot! You're quite extraordinary.
You're so cute.
You're still cold? Nice and toasty all the way around. Smallfoot, rated PG.
Philly, the last stand before the Tour Championship. Only 30 move on as the FedEx Cup playoffs continue at the BMW Championship. Live at 9 a.m.
After review, the call on the field stands. Philadelphia will be charged a timeout. They will only have one challenge remaining.
Extremely close. So it's a gain of 3. The ball is just inside the 7, and it is second down and goal. In a scoreless first quarter on opening night. Play action. Ryan dancing and looking, and then he'll fire it out of the end zone. Terry McCauley is going to be our guy, our rules analyst, many years, a great referee. So Terry, how'd you see that last one?
Yeah, thanks very much, Al. This is kind of what we thought we'd see this year. He has firm control, and then the ball hits the ground, and then there is ball movement. And one of the changes to the rule was ball movement doesn't automatically mean loss of control. So I think they did the right thing for letting it stand. It's not clear and obvious that the ruling on the field was wrong.
All right, thank you, Terry. 5.5 to go in the first quarter. Third down and goal. Ryan, flag is down. There was action up front, and Ryan, for the moment, will be taken down to the 10-yard line by Chris Long. But who moved first? And it looks like it's going to go against Philadelphia.
Offside. Defense, number 96. Penalties half distance to goal. Third down.
All right, Derek Barnett. Half the distance to the goal now.
All right, there we go. Interesting. I'll tell you what else was interesting. Despite all the movement there, Julio Jones was running a slant and really was wide open. They left him one-on-one out there. Let's see if they do that again. It looks like the same basic defense.
Covered by Mills. Trips to the right on third down and goal. And Ryan in the pocket throws into traffic, and that is incomplete, intended for the tight end Austin Hooper. So your fourth and goal again. The last time they went for it, now they'll settle for a field goal attempt.
Hooper's right here, and he's going to end up getting knocked down by a guy in man coverage who was trying to go cover his guy. So he was running right through as Nate Gary ran directly into Austin Hooper. Right there, you'll see it, and knocked him down.
The age Angeles, Matt Bryant, 43 years old. The new snapper is Jeff Overbaugh, just brought up from the practice squad. And Matt Bosher to put it down. And that chip shot is good. So 10 minutes into the game, 21-yard field goal. Atlanta draws first blood.
I'm Emma. I'm Claire. And we're the Salmon Sisters. We run our business from the boat. It's a really small space. This new surface goes the perfect size. Go, baby, go, baby. Oh, we're up behind. Go, baby, go, baby. Yeah, we're looking at you. I love having something that I can hold in my hand. We're proud of this way of life. We're proud of the work we're doing. Go, baby, go, go.
I know a thing or two about chicken, and I love these new honey barbecue glazed tenders. Maybe because they're sweet, like me. He's just gonna love this. Adorbs. Or maybe because they're spicy, like me.
Thank you for the sweater.
You're welcome.
Introducing McDonald's Sweet and Spicy Honey Barbecue Glazed Tenders. Made with all white meat chicken, hand-tossed and glazed to order. They're the perfect combination of sweet and spicy, just like Grandma.
Has it started?
To me, you are every part my son.
We will not let this break us.
Mrs. Pearson, your husband has died. I want my kids to be okay. I want my family to be okay.
I wish for a baby.
I met the girl.
You met a girl?
No, the girl.
Nominated for 8 Emmys, This Is Us returns Tuesday, September 25th on NBC.
Everyone in the surgical department, please raise your hands. You're all fired. Any department who places billing above care, you will be terminated. Oh, I am serious.
I'll break the system.
This hospital is the city's last line of defense.
They're not going to let you just tell people.
We all feel like the system is too big to change. But we are the system. We need to change. Let's get into some trouble. Let's be doctors again.
Stick around later. Jimmy Fallon will have Sir Paul McCartney and Kendall Jenner alongside them for the night show tonight, right here on NBC. As you look at Independence Hall, Philadelphia, PA, opening night. Atlanta leads 3-0. Let's go back to why it wasn't interference on that last play.
Yeah,
maybe it
plenty
was.
of contact here, but it was within 5 yards, so was the contact before or after the ball was in the air? He's running through to cover his own man in man coverage, sort of a bang-bang play, and I think the officials decided to just leave it alone, which is a little bit of the theme of what we're hearing this season.
Matt Bosher to kick off. Shelton Gibson can run it back from the 1-yard line, and Gibson breaks a tackle, and then still going, and gets out to the 32-yard line. Good, tough running by Gibson out of West Virginia. Let's take a look at the Philadelphia offense.
Nick Foles, Arizona.
Jay Ajayi, Boise State. Nelson Aguilar, Fight On. Mike Wallace, Ole Miss.
Zach Ertz, Stanford. Dallas Goedert, South Dakota State.
Jason Peters, Arkansas.
Stefan Wisniewski, Penn State.
Jason Kelsey, University of Cincinnati.
Brandon Brooks, Miami University. Lane Johnson, Oklahoma.
Great offensive line. One guy they're missing, though, is Alshon Jeffrey, recovering from off-season surgery, inactive tonight. The 31-yard line. Philadelphia starts here with Sproles. Boy, Darren Sproles is something. This guy is in his 14th year. Remember, he started at San Diego, some great seasons in New Orleans, got hurt last year early on, but we saw him in practice the other day. Looks like he's 24.
Doug Peterson was kind of laughing about him a little bit. He said, we have a walkthrough, and he gets a handoff and sprints 80 yards down the field. You just cannot slow him down. He is one of those leaders. Peterson said, I wish I had another 52 just like him. He's an amazing guy, had an amazing career. This should be it. I think this is his last.
And Corey Clement comes in, his second year, one of the stars of the Super Bowl. Clement takes it up to the 34, and John Hussey's crew with a flag here.
offside. Defense number 98. 5-yard penalty. Second down.
2nd and 4. Let's take a look at the Atlanta defense.
Tack McKinley, UCLA. Terrell McClain, South Florida. Grady Jarrett, Clemson. Vic Beasley, Clemson. Devondre Campbell, Minnesota. Deion Jones, LSU, go Tigers. Duke Riley, LSU. Desmond Trufant, Washington. Keanu Neal, Florida. Ricardo Allen, Maryland High School. Robert Alford, Southeastern Louisiana.
The defense 9th best in the league last year. Here's the run pass option. And that works for a first down as Nelson Aguilar had a breakout year last year, now in his 4th season, number 1 pick out of USC in 2015, and Philadelphia has its first down.
All right, here we go, a little RPO. You know it's a run block over here. These guys are going to pass set, and they're running routes. Going to read that play right there. That makes it an RPO when they're basically run blocking to the right, still pass blocking to the left. Some teams do it where everybody run blocks. The Eagles do it a little different.
From the 43, Sproles back in the game. Wide out set to the right side, and Foles is under pressure, and down he will go at the 33-yard line. That's Brian Poole coming in from the secondary. Corner blitzed to knock him to the turf.
Anytime you see that slot corner blitzing off the edge, you know something else is going to attract everybody inside. So basically it shortens the edge, and that time Brian Poole ends up with a direct line into Nick Foles.
Loss of 7 on the sack, 2nd down and 17, first sack of the season. Clement back in. And Foles will give it to Clement. As Clement scored a touchdown in the Super Bowl, and then he was the one who took the snap on the Philly special, tossed it to Trey Burton, and caught by Foles.
Yeah, he was. That was a really weird-looking play there. Stefan Wisniewski got off the ball late, and then there was just nothing there. Grady Jarrett ate him up, and the thing was stuffed for no gain. Well, I tell you, this offensive line, they haven't played together a lot yet in games, but with Jason Peters back at the left tackle position, they should be tremendous. They are focused in on this run, though, aren't they?
Peters, one of the best ever, tore his ACL in Week 7 last year. He had that hard count, and then the play is stopped because Atlanta was coming. Was there too much of a head bob?
This is on infraction. Defense number 98. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Tack McKinley, pretty good hard count there too.
Yeah, and that's one of the new kind of thoughts in officiating this year, that they're going to blow those plays dead. In the past, you can think how many times Aaron Rodgers has gotten somebody to jump off sides, they run down the field and he throws a bomb because it's a free play. This year, they're supposed to get that. They did on that one.
Aaron is not going to like that new rule. We'll see him Sunday night against Chicago.
But he didn't like that trade either.
And getting enveloped here is Foles. So Foles gets taken down in the backfield twice on this drive. That's Tack McKinley. And it will be 4th down. Do I hear booing?
This is a bizarre start to this game, and Foles just could not handle it. I'm sure trying to look up and see what the safeties were doing. Trying to read the coverage, just missed it. But remember, this is a team that really has not played together in their entirety. They looked very bad against Cleveland in preseason. Everybody said, no big deal, doesn't mean anything, and yet they've started this one the exact same way.
Cameron Johnston, it's a punt, final minute of the quarter. This is Hardy drifting over. He's going to let it bounce at the 11, and it's going to bounce into the end zone. With half a minute to go in the quarter, back in 30 seconds with tonight's Next Gen Stats, powered by AWS. Ball at the 34.
Super Bowl 52. As time ran down in the first, Nick Foles was about to complete one of the most improbable plays of the game. With each tick of the clock, AI from Amazon Web Services processed thousands of data points to generate real-time insights, proving that a 19% chance was all Foles needed to change the course of history. Welcome to the next generation of football.
It's 9-3.
Let's take a look at our next-gen stats powered by AWS. We all know the play, right? Philly special, here it comes. But was it the right call? I think we're going to show you a little math that says it absolutely was. Their chance of winning the game before that play was run was 56%. If they kicked the field goal, the chance of winning didn't change at all. If they failed to convert, just dropped 2 percentage points. But if they scored a touchdown, jumped up to 67%. The math said that Doug Peterson was right. It obviously worked out beautifully.
And who won the game?
Yeah.
Here's Ryan throwing, intended for Jones, and he gets popped as the ball gets there. Looks for a flag, doesn't get one, incomplete, 2nd down and 10.
I tell you, the change in the rule about helmet-to-helmet contact and defenseless receivers, I'm just telling you, in days gone by, you would have seen this receiver's head taken off. No question about it. You would have seen Rodney McLeod come up there and lay an unbelievable hit, going for the interception there, but already it's having an impact, and a positive impact.
2nd down and 10. They called a bunch of them in the first couple of weeks of preseason, and very few over the last 2 preseason weeks. Freeman and Coleman are both in the backfield, and coming in to suck that one is Brandon Graham. He of that big strip sack of Brady in the Super Bowl.
Brandon Graham's going to come right off the edge here. Nobody blocks him, and he reads it absolutely perfectly. He's coming off of ankle surgery. I don't think he's going to play a ton here tonight between the heat and the surgery, maybe about half the snaps. He took full advantage of that.
First quarter in the books. Atlanta 3, Philadelphia nothing. This kickoff special continues after these messages.
Some see self-doubt as an invitation to be greater. This is your opportunity to prove it. Rated T for teen.
These two teams have represented the NFC in the last 2 Super Bowls with very different results. Dan Quinn's team led the Patriots 21-3 at the half. Eagles led the Patriots by 10 at the half. And then here's what happened in the second half. There it was. You had the meltdown by Atlanta. And meanwhile, Doug Peterson with 6 out of 9 converting on 3rd and 4th down to keep those drives alive.
Sack fumbles were big in both of those games.
Absolutely. So there, the result. I'll tell you what, I keep thinking back to that Super Bowl last year, no matter who you were rooting with.
Oh, my
goodness. That was a phenomenal game.
If you would have told me that Tom Brady was going to throw for 500 yards, 3 touchdowns, no interceptions, and they were going to get beat, that doesn't happen very often. That game was as strange and as wonderful and as beautiful as it could possibly be. And obviously, a lot of happy people around here.
Games have ebbs and flows. That one never ebbed. This drive starts with a little toss to the left side, and Freeman can barely get out of his own way at that point. The Eagles read it perfectly, knock him down for a loss. It's Brandon Graham there. and that's going to make it 4th and 19.
You know, some guys are good and some guys are good and smart. Fletcher Cox is both. That's why they named a road after him in the offseason. Running out there, watch him. He knew that screen. He cut it off, kept position, allowed his buddies to get there.
Yeah, Yazoo City, Mississippi. It used to be Old River Road.
Yeah.
Now it's Fletcher Cox Boulevard.
Yeah, I asked him what the name of it was, and he looked at me and rolled his eyes.
Matt Bosher to kick. You've got Sproles back to accept it, and he makes a fair catch at the 40-yard line. Well, all offseason, you've heard about the RPO, and here is the definition. It's the run-pass option. Quarterback has the option to hand off, to run, or to pass. Last year, in postseason, Foles completed 12 of 12 for 89 and 5 first downs. Rushing, 6.1 yards per carry. The average every year is about 4.1 or 4.2, so 50% better than that, and 8 first downs. And there is Jeff Stoutland, gets a lot of credit. He's the offensive line coach. You never hear about offensive line coaches very often.
Well, he's the one that really understands that and understands the blocking scheme. He is the run game coordinator and has taken a lot of pressure off Doug Peterson.
Fake to Ajayi, and the pass a little high. Nothing doing there for Aguilar. Gets taken down by Devondre Campbell, the linebacker. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Boy, this passing game is just non-existent right now. There have been a few short passes completed, but Zach Ertz is the guy. I mean, he's the guy. And then they drafted Dallas Goedert, so I was thinking, oh boy, we're going to see a lot of those two guys out here tonight. And when this Eagles offense gets going, number 86 is usually the one that leads them.
Philadelphia 1 net yard. 16 and a half minutes into the game. Now they give the ball to Ajayi. Came over in that trade we talked about from Miami mid-year last year. Don't forget, Ajayi came in, and the guy they're really missing right now is LeGarrette Blount, who was here. He's won the last 2 Super Bowls with New England and Philadelphia and moved on to Detroit in the offseason.
Yeah, and you just have to wonder who we might see in this game. Ajayi has had some foot issues and various things, never been really known as a practice player. Corey Clement was unbelievable in the Super Bowl, especially on the receiving end. Could he get this passing game jump-started?
All 3 passes that have been completed have been to Aguilar, but only for 11 yards. Foles protected well this time, fires, and that is caught by Aguilar. So Nelson has all 4 receptions. Alford with the tackle and a first down.
You want to see why Jason Peters is so valuable? Watch this. They know he can block one-on-one on the outside. No movement, not close, nothing whatsoever. They slide the line the other way, and Nick Foles can stand there for about 4 seconds and make a big first down. One of the best. That guy will be in the Hall of Fame right there, Jason Peters.
Likely the first ballot Hall of Famer. All in Atlantic territory. Foles throws a little behind Aguilar, but he's able to reach back, make the catch. Tackled there by Alford. So 5 receptions for 27 yards, and Foles is going to bring him up to the line quickly.
RPO action again. Look over here. They're going to run block that way, pass black on the other way, and we're going to get the routes coming down the field.
Being a 6. Go without a huddle here, but not hurry up. 2nd down and 4. Foles rolling to his right, wide open and making the catch, and thrust out of bounds at the 31-yard line is DeAndre Carter, making his first NFL appearance. Been around for 3 years on about 4 different practice squads.
Now, basically, this is exactly how Doug Peterson got Nick Foles going in the playoff game between these 2 teams the last time around. It's working again.
Inside handoff. Ajayi. Tough runner. Busting tackles, still on his feet. And picks up close to 9.
These linebackers are very much flowing to the football here. They are not being held up by these potential RPO-looking kind of plays. They are going to play their assignments and do their best in man coverage off of it.
2nd and a short 2, and he should have it. Ajayi again taking the ball to to the 21-yard line. See where they spot it. Either third and inches or a first down. So take a look, and he is just short. 3.5 yards.
And they are staying no huddle, and believe me, the first game of the year, Al, the first game, you are more exhausted than you can possibly imagine. I can't even explain it. It's just true, and we're seeing a little bit with this no huddle.
82 degrees and humid, and they give the ball to Sproles, and Sproles is able to skitter his way to the 20-yard line for a first down.
Tack McKinley could believe he couldn't bring him down with an arm tackle there, but he just simply could not. Aaron Sproles, especially back in his days with the New Orleans Saints and Drew Brees, was just so magical on third down running and receiving.
Sproles is 5'6". That's it back inside. This time for no gain. Eagles began this drive with 1 net yard in the game, and now on this drive they have picked up a total of 40 yards on 9 plays.
It's hard. They can trap defensive linemen and players on the field by staying no huddle. They obviously can't substitute because they go hurry up off of that. And it's always the hardest thing out of everything is to rush the passer, and those guys wear down first.
10th play of the drive. Blitz coming. Cole steps up, throws caught, 18-yard line. Deion Jones makes the tackle on Sproles, and that'll set up a third down.
Check it out. You're going to see Jason Peters out here against Vic Beasley, who had 15.5 sacks a few years ago, and there was just no way. He is back in form. We had not seen him in the preseason, but he had been a steady participant in practice, and they thought he was definitely ready to go, and he is. Completely different looking offensive line when they can slide away from him.
Clock at 2 with Foles. Backpedaling, surveying, firing, knocked away inside the 10, but a flag comes in. Desmond Trufant, one of the best. That's Mike Wallace, the ex-Steeler, ex-Raven, ex-Falcon, was the intended receiver, so it was a third down and 7. Here's Hussey.
Pass interference. Defense, number 21. All he places spot the foul. Automatic. First down.
Let's take a look on the outside. Well, that's not it. It's the one on the outside.
And meanwhile, Keanu Neal is down on the grass back after this.
Timeout! Water break!
This is the Crown Royal Water Break. Thank you! That was the Crown Royal Water Break. Moderate your drinking to stay in the game.
Lemonade! I'll take a cup. I got this, kids. 1 cup of lemonade. Thanks. Time to pack up. Let's go, kids. Thank you.
NFL Sunday Ticket. Get every live game every Sunday and no extra charge when you switch to DirecTV. More for your thing. That's our thing. Call 1-800-DirecTV.
Notice that the farther away you go, the closer together you feel? Memories built to last in the all-new Hyundai Santa Fe.
This will be the first manned mission to land on the moon.
Neil, if his flight is successful, you'll go down in history.
We're planning on the flight being successful.
The entire world's watching.
5, 4. We need to fail down here so we don't fail up there. 3.
We've got this under control.
2.
You're a bunch of boys. You don't have anything under control.
1.
First Man, rated PG-13.
Ken O'Neill went into the medical tent. He got up, walked off under his own power. Take a look at what happened here, number 22.
Yeah, Zach Ertz was going out and up, and when the up part of that happened, Neil went down. And it was interesting because Nick Foles was looking right at him and came off right before Neil went to the ground. Obviously, Foles after that was wide open, but he had already gone to the backside.
So DeMonte KZ comes into the game, second-year safety out of San Diego State. It's a first and goal for the Eagles from the 9-yard line. Atlanta leading 3-0. Ball handed to Sproles. And Sproles with a flag down for the moment gains 5. Flag down at the line of scrimmage.
Holding. Offense. Number 62. 10-yard penalty. First down.
That is the All-Pro, Jason Kelsey.
Right at the center position. See the arrow there? Yeah. Okay. I'll say this.
Yep.
All linemen hold on every play, okay? On every play. And when they get caught is when the guy starts to pull away from them and they can see the grab. That's when they get caught.
Case in point. Back to the 19 on a first down and goal. Play clock at 1. Foles is going to go for the end zone. Reaching up. No good. Out of bounds. Pass hauled in by the rookie Goddard. Dallas Goddard, who was picked in the second round out of South Dakota State, and they love him. Hauls it in, but he's out.
Boy, that was a big-time play right there, squeezing it to the sideline by Duke Riley. If Duke Riley can do this, he is going to get on the field more often. That would have been a big-time start for Dallas Goddard, wouldn't it?
First time they've thrown to him tonight. Ertz on one side, haven't thrown to him at all. Clement is the running back. Corey Clement turns it back upfield, but only for a minimal gain at the 17-yard line. Adrian Sinat makes the tackle there. It's third down and goal halfway through the second quarter. Falcons last year, opponent red zone defense. 2 years ago, they were last in their Super Bowl season, but last year, 5th.
That was so interesting.
That's against the #1 red zone offense from last year, the Philadelphia Eagles. Third and goal now from the 18-yard line. 4-man rush. Cole surveys, fires, caught inside the 10. And it's the first time Ertz's way, he of the game-winning touchdown reception in the Super Bowl. But it's fourth down and goal, and in comes the field goal group to try to tie the game.
Well, it goes this way a lot in early season because the hardest thing in football is to score from the 20-yard line in. You'll see NFL teams going up and down the field all the time between the 20s. A little different story when you get in those tight quarters in the red zone.
Jake Elliott picked up last year from Cincinnati when Caleb Sturgis got hurt. Had a great season. 26-yard attempt is good. Boy, that baby looked like it was drifting. Just got it inside the right upright with 6:09 to go in the first half on opening night, 99th NFL season. 3-3 in Philadelphia.
Dad, look. Dad, look. Dad, look. Dad, look. Dad, look. Dad, look. Dad, look.
Son, look. An SUV that
looks out for everyone. It's possible in the all-new Hyundai Santa Fe with safe exit assist.
Tonight,
I have survived many terrifying encounters, but nothing could have prepared me for this.
the next chapter in the Conjuring universe arrives.
Hello?
The Nun, rated R.
Geico has over 75 years of great savings and service. With such a long history, it's easy to trust Geico. Thank you, Todd. It's not just easy, it's being a master of hypnotism easy. Hey, I got your text. Sleep. Doug, when I snap my fingers, you're gonna clean my gutters.
Ooh, I should clean your gutters.
Great idea.
It's not just easy, it's Geico easy.
Todd, you will go make me a frittata.
We're more than just $7.99 large two-topping pizza delivered. We're that moment you realize you're raising her right. No one out-pizzas the Hut. Let's do this.
Well, my hands are shaking, my knees are weak. I can't seem to stand on my own 2 feet. Now who do you think when you have such luck? I'm in love. I'm all shook up. Hey, yeah. Hey, I'm all shook up.
This kickoff special being brought to you by the new super powerful Samsung Galaxy Note 9. By Geico, 15 minutes could save you 15% on car insurance. By NFL Sunday Ticket on DirecTV, and by Hyundai, official sponsor of the NFL. To the victors go the spoils, and the Eagles Super Bowl ring, 219 diamonds, 17 sapphires, and a dog mask inscribed on the inside of the ring. Explain that in a second. For those of you who don't know, as the kickoff will go into the end zone for a touchback. Last year, Philadelphia, this whole city, there are underdogs, plenty of them through the years. Villanova, big underdog, upset number 1 Georgetown in 84-85. Of course, there was Rocky Balboa winning an Oscar for Best Picture with Sylvester Stallone. And, of course, the Founding Fathers, the Continental Army, beat Great Britain. They were underdogs in that one.
At least 15-point underdog on that one.
And then this was great. Last year, they were the number 1 seed, and they were underdogs in every postseason game. There it was. And it all had to do with Carson Wentz not being here. And then Nick Foles took care of the rest. From the 25, cut to the outside, going only a couple of yards is Tevin Coleman. Gain 2, it'll be second down and 8 for Atlanta with 6 minutes to go in the half.
Now the Falcons are trying hard to get back to what was successful for them in that playoff game. And that is getting the edge. They're starting to crack those wide receivers back now, but unfortunately, they just have not been able to get that last guy blocked. So let's give a little credit to Jim Schwartz and the Philadelphia Eagles. They have made the adjustment to shut that outside running game down so far.
3 tight ends in the game for the Falcons. Play action for Ryan to the sideline, open at the 50-yard line, and that's Jones, who had a big first drive, makes his 3rd catch of the night for 66 yards. That one is good for a total of 23.
I mean, this is a gorgeous route. Watch this thing at the top. He is going to make the defender, in this case Darby, believe he's going to the post? No. Flipped him all the way around. They actually ran that exact same route and completed it in the last game as well. Takes good protection to make that one work, but it is something special by one of the best receivers in the game.
8th year in the league out of Alabama, number 1 draft choice in 2011. Performed again. Turned out to be worthwhile. Tevin Coleman takes the ball to the 50-yard line to gain a 1, second down and 9. Jones coming out after that one play. Last year, 88 receptions, 1,444 yards, second to Antonio Brown in yardage. But as we mentioned, only 3 touchdowns all season. There are the numbers.
Yeah, the first guy ever over 1,400 yards and fewer than 4 touchdowns. So obviously that is something they are trying hard to fix. They have to. I mean, he looks like the ultimate weapon in the red zone. You can't even understand it.
Second down and 9, and that is caught at the 43-yard line. Sanu. What would have been a gain of 8. Flag down in the offensive backfield.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense, number 56. 15-yard penalty enforced from the end of the catch, automatic, first down.
Chris Long, who's been a part of the last 2 Super Bowl champions, Patriots 2 years ago, Eagles last season.
Defensive linemen hate this call. Chris Long made a great move to get inside on the edge, and there he is going low to the quarterback, not intentionally, but because he was being blocked at the last minute, and basically, he will tell you, push to the ground. What do you want me to do? Not hit him? I think the answer is they have to come off and sort of roll around and tackle them with their arms, and let Terry explain all that later on.
Only the 3rd time in Long's career that he's had a roughing the passer call. Fake inside, give on a jet sweep, and then Ryan's going to take off. Doesn't do that often. Slides to a stop at the 23-yard line. Gain of 2, second down, and 3.5 to go. And yeah, he looks like he came up a little gimpy.
No, you know what I think he did? I think he blew out the brace. So quarterbacks always keep the brace. We've seen that before. You remember that? I can't remember who it was, but sometimes they slide and that brace gets destroyed. So they're coming over and changing.
Was it Joe Flacco? I can't remember, a couple of years ago.
I think it was.
So Ryan now needs that brace to be repaired, and they're going to take a timeout to let him repair it. 3 minutes to the half, 3-3.
Another man is dead.
People make choices, Wendy. We don't have to live under the weight of those decisions.
We know that Marty Bird launders millions of dollars a year for the Navarro cartel. What we need to know is how he does it.
Marty will use you up and spit you out.
You're a businessman, not a killer. Have you killed other people?
Of course
do not kill people.
Okay, guys, that's it.
The man who sold the world.
Wow. I mean, give me the 4-hour flight. A couple movies. Next thing you know, we're in the hotel watching TV. But days in the car with the kids? Stopping all the time? Boring. Cool. I don't get it.
Well, we like driving.
Memories built to last. They're possible in the all-new Hyundai Santa Fe, our most advanced SUV ever.
Tell me what your patients need, and I don't care if it's not covered.
You do know the whole system's rigged, and they're not going to let you come in here and just help people.
So let's help as many as we can before they figure us out.
New Amsterdam premieres September 25th on NBC.
Someone's dream is about to come true.
I don't think anyone here expected that. Brilliant!
High pressure, big drama, live in front of America. I cannot wait. AGT semifinals live Tuesday and Wednesday on NBC.
A lot going on in Philadelphia because you've got the BMW Championship taking place here this week. See who can win the PGA Tour's Ultimate Prize. FedEx Cup playoffs continue tomorrow, 9 a.m. Eastern Time on the Golf Channel, and then Saturday noon on NBC. And how's that for a leaderboard? They started today. Tiger Woods, Rory McIlroy, each shot 62. 8 under, on top going into round 2 tomorrow from Philadelphia, the Aronimink Golf Club.
Tiger's close, isn't he?
Yeah.
He's getting close.
Meanwhile, Ryan has been repaired. Took care of the brace. He's back in here on second down and 8. Fires too high. Sanu well covered on the play. Third down and 8. They took the brace off.
It was like a pit stop. Had to make a decision as to what they were going to do, and about the only thing they could do. No way they're going to get it back on. You can't take back-to-back timeouts, so they just cut the whole thing. I thought it was dead anyway.
And the yellow flag doesn't last forever. is in the backfield with him. It's 3rd down and 8.
Plenty of opportunities for Julio Jones. I kind of think they're going to try it again.
There he is on the left side. Trips, and then Ryan's going to go down. He's going to get sacked back at the 34-yard line, and maybe enough to take him out of field goal range. We'll see. Barnett is in there, and then Hicks came in there as well, and that makes it 4th down and 17.
Well, we haven't even had a chance to talk about Jordan Hicks yet. He's going to come off the right side here on a blitz and really goes right through Devontae Freeman. And I tell you, Jordan Hicks had some year back in 16 out last year with the injury, but that one really pushes them to the edge of field goal range.
And a 52-yarder for Matt Bryant, who's already kicked one. And Bryant, at the age of 43, still has the leg. Good. Man, oh man, oh man. Adam Vinatieri, Phil Dawson, Matt Bryant, they'll go on forever. 2:08 to the half. Atlanta back up on top 6-3.
Hey, what do you guys want to listen to?
Oh, hip hop. Reggaeton.
EDM.
EDM.
What about bubble trance?